Alright, 100-day review. Oh, just give me a sec. Let me come down here. Sorry about that. Just a sec. Oh, I'm a little stiff. Sorry. You see, it's springtime, it's April, and I wanted to commemorate the occasion of 100 days of riding, and I thought I would just, instead of riding back, or instead of taking the carpooling back with the others from Whistler, I decided to cycle back from Whistler. Now Whistler is in the Pacific Northwest at an elevation of 600 meters. That's about 1800 feet above sea level, and by the time I get back to the 49th parallel here, I'm super sore, and it's taken me 7 hours. So in this video I'm going to share with you how these 100 days have been with the rider, how this trip went with the bike, what changes I made to the bike, and how just the trip itself went, and what my experience is. Obviously, I'm super stiff and sore, and the reason for it is the furthest I'm unfit. Okay, it is what it is. I'm not used to cycling 160 kilometers a day. I'm used to cycling 60 or 50 or 30 in a day, with the traffic lights, stop and go traffic, where you can change your position, you stand up, you get off the bike, you get on the bike, you go to a store, whatever, put stuff in your backpack. Riding 160 kilometers and sitting on that seat and going nowhere else is completely different. So, and I didn't know, but now I do. So if you plan to ride somewhere, you have to really closely duplicate the conditions of a ride, because close enough is not going to be close enough. Alright, now let's see, changes to the bike. I don't know if you can see, mounted for the occasion, this Continental Gator Skin. I took off the Ride Tour tires, which are very textured, and I put on this one, which is fairly smooth, hoping that it would give me maybe not a competitive edge, but would make my pain less. And it probably works, because I'm not going to repeat it with the other tire just to compare the two, but I just mounted it 2 days ago, and full review later after thousands of kilometers with this tire. Other than that, the bicycle this is all I had. No extra water. There's no water bottle in here. That was a big mistake. You need water for not only 7 hours or 5 hours or whatever. You need water way more often than that. Now I know. This small bag here, this triangular in-frame bag, is not enough to hold enough food or enough water or whatever in it. It's too small for that. I have a small pack here under the saddle here, or seat here, with spare tire and whatever pump. That's all I carry. This is it. The seat angle, if you can see, that's a change I made during the trip, because I was on the drops and on the hoods here. I was trying to find the best ergonomic position. It was hurting everywhere. So especially when I go down on the drops, I had to tilt the seat forward, because it was a pressure point here on the on the pelvis or whatever. So to eliminate the pressure points, I started tweaking it as I kept riding, and I ended up with that, whatever degree it is. I'm gonna maybe shoot just a separate video about that. So that's it. That's all the equipment. That's the seat story, and that's the tire story. Other than that, it's fairly cold. It's April, whatever, the 10th of April or something like that, and it's kind of cold in the mountains when the sun goes down. It started out nice. I left around lunchtime. It's nice and sunny and cheerful and whatever, and I was brimming with optimism. but now it's been at least 2 hours in the dark, and it's cold and miserable and very sore and stiff. So that's the bike and that's the rider. One more thing, yeah, okay, this is the helmet that I had, and that's it. And I just had a pair of gloves on, so full fingers. Other than this, let me show you one more thing that I have here. It's a bunch of numbers I printed, 100 days worth of numbers with times and distances on it. I really don't want to bore you much with the detail, but just the overall tendency here is that you can see that some of it is color coded, like the blue days are when it's icy, the surface is icy there and there and there. So this is October, November, December, January, February, March, and we are here in April, just at the bottom of the sheet. So on some days, once I have enough data to see how long stuff regularly takes for me, on days, for whatever reason, when I'm faster, I highlighted some of those numbers, and you can see a scatter of a few yellow blocks here. So that's for the first 70 days. But for the last 30 cycling days, at the bottom of the sheet you can see a lot of highlighted yellow stuff where I have better times and faster times. So I don't know if it's probably a combination of getting lighter, getting fitter, getting more used to cycling. But 100 days of training is doing a 100-mile, 160-kilometer trip is a little ambitious. Now I know next time I will be more prepared, and with training that more closely mimics the condition. I'm gonna have to practice on hills more, because the one hill that I have, and it's 50 meters up in elevation, and it was a big hill for me, and I know 50 meters is a joke once you get to the mountains, the actual mountains. So Whistler is 600 meters, it regularly goes up 150 meters, goes down 150, up and something like that. So the 50-meter hill is a joke, I know. So sorry about my looks, I really haven't had a shower yet, and I have no makeup on, not just now or ever, but especially not today. So I'm gonna need a shower. That's basically it for the bicycle, the rider, and how this trip was. I think I will keep cycling on, but I'm gonna be a little more positive, you know, in 3 days time about it, because right now I really don't want to see bicycle or anything with wheels on, absolutely nothing, for the next 3 days. Thank you for watching. I'm gonna need a shower for 3 hours.